Hi, I'm Kate from Sewing to Overlocking, and I'm here with Echidna Sewing today, and we're having a look at the Janome 454D overlocker. I think this overlocker is great if you're looking for an overlocker to start with, something to learn on. It has so many fantastic features, so let's take a look. So let's have a look at threading the 454D. So firstly, we're going to open the front door. So we slide it to the right and tilt it forward. And you'll see there's this really easy map to follow in the front of the machine. And we start with the green, which is our lower looper thread, because that's the one that's numbered number 1. So I'm going to take my thread and we go up through the telescopic guide, click it into the back, into this guide here, and we just follow all the green dots. And it's really well marked to be able to find the path that you need to be on. So we're going to go through this one here and this one here. So always right to left, heading towards the looper arm. Now, a really easy threading section in this machine, because often the lower loopers can be a bit difficult to thread when you've got to pass the thread through and get into the back of the looper. So by simply pushing this section forward, you'll see there's 2 little hooks appear. So without even having to open the left side of the door, I can thread that lower looper completely, and it's just really easy to do. So once you've wrapped the thread around both of those, we just push that lever back down and then place the thread through the eye of the lower looper. And then we pop the thread under the foot and off to the side. The next one we're going to do is the upper looper, which is our red one. And again, up through the top, click it in, and we find this one. And then on the upper looper arm, there's this little section, like a little pin there. The thread sits behind that, and then through the eye of the looper as well. So as you can see, they're the 2 most difficult ones to thread, really, and it's not hard at all. So the easy threading feature of this machine is awesome. And let's have a look at doing the needles. I'm going to take the thread up through the top. Another great feature of this machine that I forgot to mention is when you raise your presser foot lever, and the tension disc will actually separate. So what happens as we lift the presser foot up, the tension disc separates. So it's really important first step to do when you're threading the machine, because it just means the thread will fall into that tension disc perfectly and you don't have to worry about it when you start to sew. And then we go under, over the top, into here, and then you can either use your tweezers to thread the needle, or you can get yourself a little needle threader. These are one of my favourite tools because it just makes it really easy to thread the needles. And then the left needle through the top, down, up and over. And we just place the thread through the eye of the needle. Nice and easy. Again, the threads go under the foot and off to the side. So when you're ready to stitch, we can simply close up the door and lower the presser foot. So I have this set for a 4-thread overlock, stitch length, and differential feed dials are here on the side, which makes it really easy to adjust. And of course you have a thread cutter at the back, which makes it really simple as you take the chain out of the machine just to run it through. And there is an absolutely beautiful 4-thread overlock. So one of the great features of this machine is the new and improved feed system. So it has an 8-point feed system. I'm just going to take the presser foot off so we can look at that a little closer. So a lot of the machines that are normally at this level have just front and back feed teeth. But here we have this section at the back. So what that's doing is actually gripping the fabric better and feeding it through. So it's really so helpful when you're working with all different fabric types to take the fabric through the machine and get an absolutely beautiful stitch. The presser foot has also been improved, and it has these little grooves on it, and what that does is help grab the fabric and feed it through in conjunction with the feed system. So that's really just helps, and I always say it's a bit like driving a car when you're using an overlocker. Just that driving experience and having that feed system that works really well really makes such a big difference. And they have actually changed the presser foot as opposed to some of the previous Janome models where it's actually flatter, it's not quite as curved at the front. And that just means, again, working with feeding layers of fabrics through, it just gives you a much better result. So to put the presser foot on, we simply drop the lever down. You can give it a little bit of a wriggle or press that button and it will help to lock into place. When you're ready to make adjustments to your stitches, the stitch length dial is positioned on the right-hand side of the machine just at the top here, and you have a stitch length of 1 all the way round to 4. The differential feed dial is placed just below that, and again we go from 0.5 all the way round to 2.25. So, and this is a real advantage when you're wanting to work with stretch fabrics and you find that the fabrics are stretching as they're going under the foot. Increasing differential feed will fix that, and decreasing it when you're working with lightweight fabrics that are feeding too quickly will also fix that. So while we're talking differential feed, let's have a look at gathering. So by increasing the differential feed and the stitch length slightly, we're going to run the fabric through. And this is one of my favourite things about overlocking, because gathering on a sewing machine, by the time you do your 2 rows of stitching and you pull your threads up, try and get it even, it can be a bit of a nightmare. But when you have an overlocker like this, you can do it so easily. And there's a really gorgeous gather. It's really even, and you can continue to adjust it by pulling up the needle threads, or if it's gathered too much, you just leave extra chain at the end and ease it out. One of my other favourite stitches to create on an overlocker is a rolled hem. So we just simply need to remove the left-hand needle, and also the thread. So we'll do cut from the top and take it all the way through. And we just need to remove the stitch finger so that we can get a lovely fine rolled hem. So to do that, we just need to open this left-hand door and this other front door, and to slide this back, we just need to deactivate the cutting blade. So one of the features of this machine too is this is much easier to do than in some of the previous models, which had just this silver lever that was a bit more difficult to work with. So I really like the fact that this is easy to push in and down. So if you do have some issues with your hands, it just make it much easier to be able to adjust. And we push the cutting width dial out and pull that back to R, and that removes the stitch finger, and then we just need to reactivate the blade. So the cutting width dial is here on the left hand side of the machine. So if you are wanting to increase the amount of fabric that is sitting in your seam, it's really easy. You turn it towards you to move the blade out, or towards the machine to reduce the amount of cutting width. And this gives you full control over the amount of fabric that's actually sitting inside your stitches. And then we just alter the stitch length dial around to R, and we just need to tighten the lower looper. So I usually find with the Janomes, about a 7 is pretty good for doing your rolled hem, and all the other tensions will stay on normal. And there's a really fine, perfect rolled hem. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Janome 454D. As you can see, it's the perfect starter machine. So if you're looking for something that has an easy threading lever, you've got beautiful LED lighting, new and improved feed system. Some of the other upgrades they've done to this model is the improved rubber footing, so it reduces vibration. It does a gorgeous rolled hem and gather, and an absolutely beautiful stitch. And of course it will do flat locking and all those other wonderful things that you can do with overlocking. So if you do have any questions, please reach out to the team at Echidna Sewing. And until I see you next time, happy overlocking.